Hey guys, today we have all the most interesting facts about one of the greatest trilogies of all time, The Lord of the Rings. So let's get started. Here we have 37 facts about The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Elves' eyes. The different colors of blue for the elves' eyes revealed what race they were. The Lothlorien elves had light blue eyes, and the Rivendell elves' eyes were dark blue. Arrest on set. Security was tight on the set. At least 3 people were arrested for attempted break-ins. Bow training. Orlando Bloom spent 2 months learning how to fire a bow. From the novel. While the rest of the Fellowship struggled through snowdrifts, Legolas walked on top of the snow. This is in line with the information given in the novel, where elves are so light on their feet that they are able to walk on top of snow. Hobbit's feet. The design for the Hobbit's feet took over a year to perfect. Over 18 feet were produced for the 4 lead Hobbits alone, and each pair would take about an hour and a half to be put on, over the actor's real feet. Search for Aragorn. Before Viggo Mortensen was cast as Aragorn, Peter Jackson wanted Nicolas Cage for the role, but had to turn it down due to family obligations. Robin Atkin Downes, Jason Carter, and Vin Diesel were also auditioned for the role. Filming the fall of Gandalf. The Fellowship mourning the loss of Gandalf was kinda ironic, cause at that point, none of the cast members had met Sir Ian McKellen, let alone seen him dressed as the wizard. Boromir's death. Boromir's death in this movie was actually Sean Bean's favorite among his many on-screen deaths. A true fan. Sir Christopher Lee, who played Saruman, read The Lord of the Rings once a year until his death in 2015, and had done so since the year it was published. He was also the only member of the cast and crew to have ever met J.R.R. Tolkien. Unscripted scene. Gandalf's painful encounter with a ceiling beam in Bilbo's hobbit hole was not in the script. Sir Ian McKellen banged his forehead against the beam accidentally. Peter Jackson thought McKellen did a great job acting through the mistake, and kept it in. Second breakfast. When Pippin is getting hit with apples after asking about the second breakfast, it is Viggo Mortensen, Aragorn, chucking the apple at his head. They had to shoot the scene 16 times just to get it right, and Billy Boyd said that he believes Mortensen enjoyed himself immensely. Viggo the Swordsman. Viggo Mortensen kept his sword with him at all times off set, so that he could remain in character. He was actually questioned several times by police after members of the public spotted him training and practicing with the sword. Liv Tyler's injury on set. Liv Tyler accidentally stabbed herself in the right thigh when filming the "If you want him, come and claim him" sequence. The footage was featured in bloopers and outtakes of this movie. Fireworks scene. When the dragon fireworks go off at the party, the shriek heard is Billy Boyd actually screaming, as he was unaware at the time that the fireworks were really going to explode on set. He thought that it would happen in a separate shot. It wasn't scripted, but the take ended up on the final cut. Hobbiton. Hobbiton was made a year before production began. They made it look like it was a natural lived-in place, complete with real vegetable patches. The greens department even regulated the length of the grass by having it grazed on by sheep. Bilbo's birthday cake. Bilbo Baggins' birthday cake had 111 candles on it, and they eventually set fire to the polystyrene cake. Rewriting scripts. The scripts were essentially being rewritten every day over the 16 months shoot, including input from the actors and actresses, who were all now heavily involved with their characters. Buckleberry Ferry Scene. In one take of the Buckleberry Ferry scene, Elijah Wood overshot his jump and ended up in the river instead of on the ferry. Viggo's commitment. While filming the trilogy, Viggo Mortensen got so into character that during a conversation, director Peter Jackson referred to him as Aragorn over half an hour without him realizing it. Sean Connery as Gandalf. Sir Sean Connery was offered $10 million per film for the role of Gandalf. But he turned it down, reportedly due to, quote, not understanding the story. New Zealand's Army. New Zealand's Army was cast as extras for large battle scenes in this movie, but was forced to back out due to a commitment to serve as peacekeepers in East Timor. The Bag End Tree. The large tree that stands above Bag End was meticulously built by the production department. Every leaf had to be manually attached. Special edition closing credits. Fans were offered the chance to have their names in the special edition's lengthy closing credits for a small price of $39.95. Andy Serkis, Gollum's voice. The voices of the Black Riders, heard when they reach the Shire before Gandalf returns, and when Arwen carries Frodo across the river, were provided by Andy Serkis, the voice of Gollum. Extended Edition. In the Extended Edition DVD, during the Concerning Hobbits prologue, there is a brief shot of Sam holding up a bunch of flowers by the root ball for planting. This is the only place in the trilogy where Sam, Bilbo and Frodo's gardener, is actually seen gardening. More trivia. During Bilbo's party, Pippin can be seen in the band playing a guitar. In the entirety of the trilogy, Legolas speaks only 5 words to Frodo, "And you have my bow," during the scene at the Council of Elrond. It could even be argued that these words were aimed at the entire council, not just Frodo. Peter Jackson has the entire Bag End set in storage. Dominic Monaghan, who plays Merry, suffered from hay fever while filming the scene in the cornfield. In the book, it is Gandalf who guesses the answer to the riddle that guards the entrance to the Mines of Moria. In the movie, it is Frodo. Dominic Monaghan originally auditioned for the role of Frodo. It is the only trilogy to have all 3 movies nominated for the top 100 greatest films of all time by the American Film Institute. One unenthusiastic critic nicknamed this the never-ending story. Sean Astin gained 30 pounds for his role as Samwise Gamgee. Orlando Bloom landed the role of Legolas 2 days before he finished drama school. Sir Ian McKellen based Gandalf's accent on that of J.R.R. Tolkien. When the trailer was released on the internet on April 7th of 2001, it was downloaded 1.6 million times in the first 24 hours. There you have it, guys. 37 facts about the Fellowship of the Ring. If we missed something, tell us in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for our next video. Thank you for watching.